Hello, my name is Blake Shears, aka Draculich. I'm here to talk about OCZ drives a little bit. I know many of us are having problems with blue screen of death. I get it from time to time, and while the gents at OCZ have their work cut out for them, there are some things that you can do to help reduce the chances of you getting a blue screen of death. And the first thing you got to do is figure out when you're getting the blue screen of death. And I'm pretty sure with the firmware, the 209 update, with the reduction of the write speed, and plus my own experience, I am pretty sure that it is happening during a write most of the time is when we're getting the blue screen of death. And one of the things that can happen a lot is you'll have processes running in the background that are writing to disk a lot more than you think they are. And I found one in particular on my computer that I just built this past weekend. And I thought it might be interesting. So here we have a program called Process Monitor, and this is a free Microsoft Windows tool. It's published by Microsoft. You can just go download Process Monitor. I've enabled a bunch of filters so that I'm not dealing with registry settings or network activity or anything like that. I'm just showing file system activity. Now, you'll see as this demo goes, there is a fairly quiet system, and then something will pop up and some things will happen. The Microsoft Search Indexer or the Windows Media Player will kick in, and then there will be a quick few entries, maybe a dozen entries or something, and then it'll stop. This is after I've already quieted my system down. I found that the Microsoft IntelliType and IntelliPoint software for my keyboard and mouse actually generated a lot of file activity when I move things around. Most of that was reads. What really got me, though, is that the Gigabyte motherboard that I have comes with software, and I just installed all of the basic drivers because the network card didn't work out of the box. And one of the things that it installed when I did that was the power saver. Now, I want you to get a decent look and feel of what goes on, because that little program, that service that it installs, it's an energy saver thing. It probably will save you about 3 watts of power, which in my case is 1 to 1.5% of my power. I have it turned off right now. I want you to watch the file system, see what happens as soon as I turn this process on. So I start the service, and then instantly, thousands and thousands and thousands of things are going on behind the scenes. I never would have known it had I not run Process Monitor, because the system still behaves very well. And what's going on, and you'll see these segment patterns, and I'm going to stop the monitoring here for a second, where the program opens a file, it locks the file, it reads the file length, it reads the contents of the file, 341 bytes or so, and then it writes 8 bytes. Or 9 bytes in this case, which is different. It normally writes 8 bytes, and then it closes it. And that's all it does over and over and over again, is it locks the file, it reads the file, it writes the file, and then it closes it, and then it's done. And it's doing this constantly, every probably few milliseconds at the rate that I'm watching the data go through. It's also, with all of this activity, it's also kicking off this search indexer. So there's a whole bunch of totally unnecessary file activity that's going on, and every time that this writes one of those files, there's a chance that you could always get the blue screen of death. So there are thousands and thousands more opportunities for my computer to have a problem with this process running in the background. So you may have something running that you didn't expect. I highly encourage you, as I said, the Process Monitor, or it's sometimes called procmon, free download from Microsoft. See if you compare it down to just your file system activity, and see if you have any programs that are generating lots and lots and lots of writes, because if you do, by managing those services a little bit, you may greatly reduce the number of blue screens you get until OCZ is able to come out with a firmware that'll hopefully resolve your issues. Thanks, and have a good one.